What is going on, guys, and welcome to another mod showcase, and this one is with SpongeBob. What's up, SpongeBob? So basically SpongeBob decided to come along because this is all about his underwater world. There are corals, lobsters. Oh, he's going down. Okay, I need a potion of night vision if I want to go down there. Look at this, I can see down now. So look, you can see seaweed, there's different color sponges. I have a lobster farm here where I'm catching all my lobsters. There's all these little fishies swimming around, there's corals, but we'll get into that in a minute. SpongeBob, come back up here and we will start with the basics. So, guys, first things first. All this green stuff in the water you can see, this is algae. So it's called Algaecraft or Algaecraft, whatever you want to call it. So this will just grow. It just grows and grows. Once you get here, you'll see tiny little patches, but if you stay here for a bit longer, you can see it just spreads and spreads, but it only spawns in swamps because otherwise it would take over the oceans. So it's only in swamp biomes. And with that, let me just get myself a crafting table. With the algae, you can make algae chips. I think I'm going to get a furnace as well. And so cool. Okay, so we're going to need this for cooking the seaweed as well, guys, because you can cook it and have crispy seaweed. And that doesn't sound nice, but honestly, I've tried it before and it is pretty good. SpongeBob, do you like seaweed? Do you like speeds? You don't? Oh, you do! Okay. Well, of course you do. You should. You live under the water. You should eat seaweed. Right, so, algae. If you put it in the furnace, you should get algae chips. So that's cooking there. And you can eat that, and that heals one full heart. Well, chicken drumstick thing. It doesn't heal you, it just does your hunger. Right, so here is a chest full of all the kind of different corals you can get. So they grow at different stages. You can find small, medium, large. If you use the small ones, or the large ones, you can use to break down into small ones and kind of make a coral farm. And this is all found in the ocean biome, guys, underneath the ocean biome. You can also change the purple, the orange, the brain coral, or the, blue coral, all into dyes, which is a really handy way of getting it. So here's the seaweed and crispy seaweed, guys, like I said, and here's the algae chips, so I'll just show you. So you can just eat them, nom nom nom, if you're hungry. Seaweed grows underneath, and that will keep growing up as long as you're around it until there's one block of water above it, and then it will stop. So if you harvest that seaweed, it's kind of like sugar canes. If you harvest it and you cook it, you can get this crispy seaweed, which is delicious and yummy, and you can eat it. So you can't place this down. It has to be further down, and it only grows on a few different types of blocks. So you may be wondering what these blocks are here, and then we'll go down to our lobster cages, guys, and we'll get some boiled lobster. Alright, guys, so we're going to check out these blocks. This is different types of limestone, which you can see down there that the seaweed is growing on. So seaweed can only grow on like cobblestone, mossy stone, limestone, that kind of stuff, and it's the same with the coral. You can see that down there. We'll go down in a minute. But so this is the rough limestone over on the very edge. This is what you'll get if you mine it. Then this is the chiseled one. This is the tiled one. And this is limestone bricks. So they're pretty cool, they're nice. I'd say they're so nice for building. If you build a house out of limestone bricks and did some columns, that would be so cool. So guys, this mod actually also adds in a deep ocean biome, which if we go out, we'll be able to see that it just goes much deeper, and that is where you can find this stuff. So this stuff is called, it's a weird name, pelagic sediment. So once you mine this, if we go back in here, you can get different kind of things from it. So I got 4 clay there, I got gravel, and I got a brick from that one. So you can find, there's gold ingot. You can get all sorts of different things from this sediment, guys, which is really cool. Sand, gravel again. So SpongeBob, you probably know all about that because you live in the deep ocean. Yeah, you do. So let's have a look at our lobster stuff, guys. Alright, guys, so this is a lobster cage. It's quite easy to make. It's just iron bars and wooden planks. And once you get them, you can place them down near all your lobsters. See, I can see straight through the water here. And once a lobster gets within maybe one block of it, it'll go inside. So, there's a trick to getting them out. SpongeBob, you probably know what it is. You're an expert lobster fisher, are you? Yeah, you are. Okay, so let me just show you what's in this chest. So the trick is string. That's how you get them out. So that's a lobster once you get it, and that's boiled lobster, which is mostly harmless, it says. And if you kill them without catching them, you can get raw lobster meat and then cook that up, which is delicious. So, SpongeBob, do you want to take the honor of going in first? Because there's lots of sponge down there, and there's lots of little fishies that you probably know. Are they your friends? You probably know them down here. So So look at this guy, little fat. Oh, he's a puffer fish. He's after getting bigger. Oh, he's poisoned me. Alright, I think SpongeBob's sorting them out for me. So like I said, there's all the different kind of limestone with the seaweed growing on it, and that will keep growing. It's so cool that there's so many little different types of fish down here. But guys, these are the lobsters. So they do a little bit of damage, not too much. So let me show you with the string once you get them in the lobster cage. You right click and I get a lobster, which is cool. And you would lose your string, but I'm in creative, so it's fine. So look at this over here, guys. Here is a bit of coral. So as you can see, limestone blocks. We got red sponge growing. You can get that at different levels as well. If you break that, oh, I'll get it once we go up because I'm in creative. But you can get it at different levels. We can break it off into dry sponge, which can work as buckets, which is really cool. So once we wet the sponge, then we can transfer it and place it back down again. So we'll have a look for an ocean biome or a deep ocean biome after this, but let's go back up. That's pretty much it for the normal ocean biomes. They are looking at adding in like crabs that can be caught in these and loads of other little bits. We have some scuba gear we got to try as well. Alright, so let's move on. Alright guys, so let's have a look at the cutting knife and the squid meat. So if you kill squid, you can now get raw squid meat, and if you cook this, guys, you will get, so there's our algae chips from earlier, you will get a calamari steak, which is delicious. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it. And then with the calamari steak, a bowl, brown mushroom and a knife, all in the crafting table, you can make fried calamari rings, which cannot be fed to dogs for health reasons. That's what it says. So let's move on to these water filters. Actually, I forgot about these guys. So we've got different water filters here, guys. This one is the ocean filter. So all of this stuff can only grow in the ocean biome. But if you get a filter like this, if you go off into the jungle and find a patch of water, put down your ocean filter, then it can start to grow coral and seaweed and all that kind of stuff, as long as it's growing on the appropriate blocks. So it's I think it's a 9 by 9 by 9 around it that it can grow. So you may need a few filters if you want to do a big farm, but it's really cool. It means you can move it from the ocean, and stuff like algae doesn't have to just be in the swamp. If you use this one, this sporus filter, then this one is just a placeholder, the freshwater filter, until they've got freshwater stuff in, but it also stops any spawn in its region. And then this one is called the ender filter, that incorporates all three of these all together. So let's move on, guys. Check out the scuba gear, and then that'll be it. SpongeBob, are you ready to go scuba diving with me? Is that what you want? Yeah, you're excited. Alright, so I've got my gear. Let's see what it looks like when I put it on. So this is my mask. I've got a buoyancy control device that I will have. I got my air tank. I got my neoprene wetsuit, and I got my flippers. Alright, I'm all decked out in my scuba suit now, but if I try to run on land, it doesn't really work in flippers. It's just impossible. You can't really jump or run because obviously I'm wearing flippers. It doesn't help. But if you go underwater, guys, you can swim much faster, which is really nice and really handy. And I love the goggle interface once you put them on. SpongeBob, I hope you have your scuba gear on, or else you won't survive. But look, it really feels like I'm underwater scuba diving, and it's absolutely epic. But that's the scuba gear, guys. Obviously, if you have the air tank in survival, it will add 2 air bubbles every time you lose 2 until it runs out. So that's pretty cool. And then the buoyancy control device, you can use, I think it's X and Z to scroll through, and you can have it set to just floating, so you'll just sit here floating, you won't go down if you want, stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the Algaecraft mod. I hope you like it. They are updating it, which is pretty cool. It's going to be cool once they add more like undersea creatures and crabs and, I don't know, shellfish, all these crazy things. The pufferfish are really cool. I got poisoned by them. I didn't know that happened. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more mod showcases with SpongeBob, then leave a like, rating, and leave a comment suggesting the mods to show. But cheers for watching, and we'll see you next time.